with part 4, and again, this isn't so much, this doesn't seem to be so much a tutorial, really just me trying to figure out how to make something I've never made before, and sort of recording my thoughts along the way. So yes, that's basically what this is. So we're in my front yard, we're looking over. We've got a failed design on the left. We're gonna throw that away. I just grab that, and I just like to shoot things off the map, because if I want them later, I can always grab them. And this is the tree we're going to be working on, so I'm just going to move the current model we're working with over there. I think we're going to rotate it, and I'll actually show you why. Let's see here. Okay, so if we look at this design, initially this might have worked out, but it's a little bit bigger now, and we want flow where the mouse is. We want flow, people to walk around the planters there. So I think we're going to put the ladder on the left, and then rotate it so when you look at it from the road, you see it as a square, so flat edge, flat edge. And the other reason for this is if you see this tiny offshoot of the palm on the right, what I actually want to do with that is create a mini doghouse for my little sheepoo, Bella. And I think that'll be super cute, and lots of people on the internet will like it. So that's what I'm going to do there. And of course, her steps, because she can't climb a ladder, she has very small legs. Her steps will sort of circle round or something. Maybe even connect it to this one to, get some hidden stability. So that's the plan. So let's rotate this bitch. I haven't figured out the cursing rules on YouTube. Rotating at 45 degrees, snaps to. I haven't figured out the cursing rules on YouTube. Maybe I'll get flagged. Don't really care because I don't have any subscribers. But if it's a problem, then I guess I'll stop cursing, or at least attempt to. This ladder is looking pretty good. What it is it's actually just the same 2-inch metal bar on the side, and then just to be cheap and comfortable, I think we'll have like custom wooden steps. So the actual rungs, I'm thinking of designing ergonomically. So your hand is obviously sanded down and make it so it's good for gripping. Okay. Obviously, this tree is not representative of the actual tree. The actual tree is actually better than the virtual tree, which is interesting. But wonder if I still have that fake tree. Let's see if we have it. Nope, I must have deleted that. But let's just make a fake tree, just so it's a little bit more accurate. So I'm going to delete that. And then the diameter of the tree we're working with, Brian, my business partner Brian, guessed it at 2 feet. I think he's wrong. I'm gonna put 1 foot 10 inches. I guessed 16 inches, but you know, before we actually go and do this, I'm actually gonna climb the ladder, and I'm gonna build. This is the fake tree, by the way. Yeah, there's no way. There is no way. Oh, sorry. That was a radius of 1 foot 10. So radius is obviously half diameter. So let's try a foot then. Yeah, maybe he's right. But before we go and go to the welder and actually get him to do it, I'm going to make at least the centerpiece, the square part, out of wood, and fit it around to see if it actually fits. So we don't like make the whole thing and spend, I mean, however much, whatever ungodly sum this ridiculous project is going to cost. I don't just, you know, have another piece of trash lying around that I'll of course have to throw away. Um, I don't even know what you would use this for if it didn't work, you know. I mean, I guess just a smaller tree, but who knows? Okay. So let's move this ladder up to connect. Actually, I'm going to grab a piece there. All right. So that's kind of cool. It's let's see. No, we'll probably want to move it across. Okay. So if that section is added after, so we put the other sections off. So we put 1, 2, 3 sections on, then I could actually use like some sort of stilt, just a really long piece of wood to prop it up while we attach this final piece here. So I have a big truck. I mean, let's see how long it is actually. This measurement is somewhat near 15 feet. Yeah, so if we wanted to, we could actually weld the stair set to this piece here. This piece, and just to remind you how it works, like the stairs and the piece will be connected, and then we'll just insert it on, and then where the mouse is, we'll drill some holes between these 2x and stick some bolts in or something, you know. Because again, I've done a lot of I've been in trees with skill saws and stuff, and almost every time there's a chance of chopping off your leg, or severing some sort of artery, femoral in the worst case. And yeah, I'm not keen to weld, and I'm especially not keen to weld 18 feet up in a precarious death contraption, which is what it looks like. Yeah, so that's the idea. Just bolt it together, and I don't know. Obviously, let's look at this. So that this is going to be sort of resting on that tire chain rig that we have around the belt, and I'm thinking that this stair set is going to add some strength and stabilize it. And if we wanted to, what we might want to do to make it stronger is we could, and because it's all one piece, we could actually do this. So I just copied that if you weren't looking, and I'm going to move it over here and down. Alright, then I'm going to right click, because right now that's a component, so I'm going to make it unique. So it's going to be its own thing, its own chicken wing, 45 degrees. And let's do the thing. Let's see how we connect this baby. Alright, looks like we got a little bit. Now let's see, where do we want to connect it? I guess we could connect it to this metal bar, but it probably is going to be stronger, and we won't have to move anything around if we move it here. So let's power pole extend. I don't know if you guys used to watch Monkey Magic. So cool show, a precursor to Dragon Ball Z, based on Journey to the West, which is the old Chinese. Okay, so we go up to the top, and I believe it's connected now. So let's see how this is going. That works out quite nicely. Yeah, because this really might support the whole thing. Okay. It's always nice when things just kind of work out, you don't really have to think too hard. It's not quite what's happening here, but it almost is. Let's see now. So it's got some overbite, so I'll probably want to just shift it to there. There we go. Okay. Now let's see how wide this ladder is, because it's just got a little bit of overbite that if we could get rid of, I'd be super happy for. 1'9", 1'10". Check out width of ladder from 16 inches. Okay, this is OSHA. Minimum clear width of 16 inches. And then you have 20-inch climbing width for, I guess this would be ergonomic ladders. So let's see where we're at. Yeah, we're at 21 roughly. So if we wanted to, we can actually decrease this, because we're going real overboard. I mean, it is structural as well, but yeah, let's do a little something here. Let's go in to there. There we go. And I'm a big fan of concept cohesion. Like, always, like, especially using the law of parsimony with your designs. One of my favorite quotes by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, the author of The Little Prince, is he says, "Perfection is achieved not when nothing more can be added, but when nothing less can be taken away." So, I really take that to heart, and what I like to do is I design in rough form, and then I try to cut back as much as possible without actually, losing anything. So, okay, in this case, so what we've got is we've got both the 45s right at the base, right at the end, the middle. They're attached and sort of connecting these two pieces, so that overlap is going to make it a little bit stronger. And just so we have sort of concept unity, I'm actually going to increase the ladder and make it even more luxurious by doing this. I'm just gonna grab, hold shift. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, do the same over here. And then the cool thing about components is when you do one thing to one, it happens to them all. So you can easily, I mean, you have to be in the component itself, right? See how it's highlighted. So I'm gonna push to that outside, have it match, and then I'm gonna shrink on this side. Yeah, so what I was talking about before with the law of parsimony is if I can limit in a shape, you know, the number of concepts, the number of sides, the number of lengths, the number of materials, the concept is more intellectually accessible to the common or to most people. And I just think, you know, humans have bandwidth, and giving them something that they can understand and digest, uh, you know, it's satisfying in a way. You know, it's there's something about the juxtaposition of order next to chaos that really, for me, is at the heart of a lot of beauty, at least objective beauty. There we go. So that actually looks, I don't know. I mean, I've never actually worked with metal before. I've made like a couple of chairs and stuff. I may have soldered in high school, but soldered, however you say it. But yeah, that looks pretty fucking good to me. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. It's solid. That's I mean, and if you talk to anyone who's seen like my other tree houses, they'll tell you like I do have a tendency to over design, so I definitely always play on the safe. On the I play it safe, you know. And on the bottom down here, I don't think there's a tile here. I actually think these two tiles are missing because of tree. But what we'll do is we'll put a little concrete pad here so that the ladder isn't, you know, sinking into. We don't want a Tower of Pisa on our hands. Oh, now here's the question. How do you get in? So you climb the ladder. Hmm. Let's see. Well, I guess. So there's a couple things you can do. You can either come through the floor, like we could sort of, you know, start crawling this way, like along the supports and go through a hole there. It's what we did with the last treehouse until we built the stairs. But I don't think that's that cool. I think what we're gonna do is want to just make this side unique and open it up. So yeah, let's do that. Let's well, let's start deleting things. Okay. So it appears we have 4 equal sides here. So the first thing we're gonna do is make this unique So all these other pieces can, you know, leave us the fuck alone. Oh, again, language, sorry. Let's just start deleting the stuff that's in our way. We can always extend or build back or whatever. Oh, interesting. Huh. That's weird. I thought that would have been a component already. I wonder if this is a component. Oh, very interesting. Yeah, let's just make that a component, one shot. Cool. Alright, good. Yeah, always want to be dealing with components. Otherwise, oh my god. You should have seen, when I started doing this, my models were just the messiest bundle of lines and dots and things not connecting, and oh, it's just an absolute mess. If your models aren't neat and you don't have, you know, an idea of what every single line and shape does, you know, you're just gonna have a bad time. And if you're building the stuff, it really affects your carpentry also. So that's unique already. All right, so let's make a door. So I'm just drawing these lines for guides. Interesting. Okay, so I need to get my axis clear. So coming up here, I know what we'll do. We'll just cheat a little bit. Not cheat, but speed things up. That kind of works. So what will be interesting is I wonder what the weight limit will be on this thing. You know, and this is horrible, but we actually, you know, my old partner and at the last treehouse we did at the beach bar, we almost had put up a sign saying no fat chicks, but no, what we ended up doing was we just reinforced it and we just built it so strong that you could have like a bunch of fat chicks, as long as they weren't, you know, all doing choreographed dance at the top of the tree, then it would be okay. But yeah, this one, yeah, this is residential, not commercial grade, so this will be really interesting to see if it actually, you know, works. Okay, let's do that. Just drawing a line, and I'm just gonna push the center out. Oops, wrong way. Oh wow, that's interesting. Okay, these lines were supposed to connect. Something's clearly going wrong here. You see? See how a little piece can just fuck up your day. Yeah, you see? So if we dig in here, it's this piece is not, it's not on it, so that's why it's not working. So I'm actually gonna see if I can't zoom it in there. Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, that's a little bit more tricky, so I'm just gonna do this right now. Just draw the line from the intersect point. I'm just gonna do it over here too. All right. Cool, cool, cool. So got one, got two, and then I'm gonna open this up. We're gonna paste in place, and now, well, we did something wrong over here, but now it should be, we should be able to chop this section out like we want. So, let's see if that works. What the? Let's now one little piece. You know what? So annoying. So what I'm going to do is just copy this line and drag it across. Then, there we go. It was a little hacky. And as you'll see, I forgot to make my piece unique, so that change carried over to everything. So you know that sucks. But I'm just gonna copy it, and then I'm gonna Control Z my way back, and then I'm gonna make unique, and then let's see if I can delete, and then paste in place. Let's see what happens. Okay, cool. And then we will do the same here. So I'm just gonna borrow these same cuts, these same lines, and then I'm gonna move and copy across. There, and then cut, and then open up, make sure it's unique, it already is, open it up, paste in place, and then can do the same thing. What a surprise, another fault in the model. And this is crazy because I worked really hard to figure this out, you know? Like I worked really hard to get this right, and still something is not connecting here. So yeah, just the fact that that is the case shows you how tricky this stuff really can be, you know. But no, the models still seem cohesive, so you know it's not all lost, but it's just, yeah, you just every step of the way, just like compound interest or you know, gets you more wealthy. in life, and basically the 1% every day rule. The same thing happens with mistakes, and the same in building or design. That one mistake that you sort of ignore at the beginning of your project is going to come back and bite you in the ass, and in a really bad way. So, okay, that's pretty good. Um, what I'm thinking we're going to need is some connector here. My design eye is telling me to do it straight down, or not straight down. For some reason, I want to make it like a triangle. I wonder if let's do it. Let's make it like a triangle, and then let's see if Sammy gets mad when we show him. Sammy McLeod, the from Strong Arm Welding, is the welder who's going to do this for us. Cool guy. I don't know. What do you think? No, let's see here. Okay, so if I do that, and then I do this. Okay, and then what we could do is it's tough getting it to snap to the grid when you're doing all these. There we go. And we'll do the same thing for this. Okay, and then obviously we're going through the metal there. Look, so right now, even that component, so now these two pieces are going to have to be different. So this piece is going to be, we're selecting it both, making it both unique, and then I'm just going to trim the lengths off. So the whole point of keeping our components and everything all clean like this is because what this program can actually do, I mean, any program can do it, and it doesn't even need to be a program, but is it can spit out a material list of cuts and lengths and angles for every single piece. So we can actually go and make all the cuts and do all the prep work at the welder shop, and then just assemble and really just assemble on site. There's a reason why IKEA is so successful. It's because they just make things easy. And well, obviously, if you can't put together an IKEA, product, then you're probably not going to be able to do too well at this or life. But yeah. But there's a method to their madness. That's what I'm saying. The Swedish know something. It remains to be seen whether they know something about epidemiology, but they certainly know something about furniture. Okay. There's one last thing we probably want to do, which is this looks really pretty, and I'm ready to go with it. But just so people don't get scared of falling off and dying, let's add one more safety precaution. Let's add actual backing. So, and this will make it look pretty too. So it's gonna be aesthetic. What we're going to do is, you ever seen like shade sail canvas? It's the same material, but it's a really thick material, like we're looking at. I'm thinking we can cut and braid long pieces of that, I'll just get it from my local fabric store. And go. Right, let's do this. I guess just going to add um, 1 foot 2 maybe. 4. You can't see me, but I'm like in the air in front of me. I'm holding my hands up, trying to discern what a good measurement is. Yeah, I like that, to be honest. Make that a component. Boom. And then I'm going to grab it, yuck it, as we say in the Bahamas, by the middle, and yuck it to the middle of this design. Boom. And we'll see why in a second. Copy. And then paste over here. And then we'll probably want one here. And one here. Copy and move is like my favorite thing to do. Remember, only ever build a model as few times as you need to do it. If you build it, anything excessive is redundant, you know. So you want the minimal number of objects as possible. And then we're just going to attach our canvas. So I guess I actually have no idea how to do that, but it's going to be something like this. And then fill that with, let's look what materials we have here. Colors, fabrics. Oh, look at that. It's suede. No, not leather. Pretty gross fabrics. I think leather is probably the closest to what we're gonna do here. And, you know, I think blue will go well. Blue leather, because it will go with the house, you know. Make that a component too. And then since it's not two-dimensional, just do it, put it out 1 inch, and then cut, and then open component, paste. Oh, that was weird. Okay. No. Paste. Cool. Oops. And then actually going to rotate 90, make it unique. Oh, that's interesting. Whatever. Edit, paste in place. Okay. That last part was a little bit messy. I just kind of pressed buttons. I'm not sure what I did, but it worked. So I don't. I don't really care. You know, I don't really spend my time modeling canvas and stuff like that because well, you know, it's not gonna really. That's something you can figure out on site. You know. And yeah, that's it. Let's um let's take a look see. The one thing I didn't do is I guess I didn't show you how you're actually going to stand on this thing. But it's obvious. All these metal 2x2 bars are 12 inches apart, and you've got them doubled up at the corners where the decking pattern will change direction. So the decking is just going to go across there. And you know what? I actually will come and finish that. We'll come and just finish it up so we have a cohesive product. Uh, but I'm not going to do it right now. So the final episode will be decking and seating, and then the episode after that, I guess, will be me climbing a tree and making sure it works, and then going to the welders, and you guys can meet Sammy. He's crazy, and you can see who's going to build this thing, and then yeah, we'll install it, and eventually we'll have drinks up here. So yeah. Anyway, hope that was helpful. If you like it, just hit me up and let me know. All right, bye.